राइट।
सर आप वो ड्राइव लिंक भेज सकते हैं क्या इसका क्वेश्चन का?
क्या बेटा तनिष?
हाँ सर, जो भी टॉपिक्स का है सर, जैसे थियोरी का कैसे है वैसे। तो मैंने सर्च किया, ग्रुप पे सर मिला नहीं।
नहीं, मैं फॉरवर्ड करता हूँ, अभी मैंने देखा है कहाँ पर है।
अच्छा।
मैं तुझे अभी कर दे दूंगा। ठीक है, आ जाएगा अभी थोड़ी देर में। एनीवेज, विल स्टार्ट द सेशन नाउ। Let us complete this part and focus on this. See, we already discussed about the wet test the other day, dry test the other day, and anions का test भी हमने discuss किया था. One thing we didn't discuss is a general color identification. Correct. So, for example, if you have black color, right? So this black color preferably means it could be either oxides, sulfides, or any other cases. So if you look at this oxides may MnO2, FeO, CuO, Na2O3 and cobalt. These oxides are usually black in color. And then this is the list of sulfides which are black in color. As much as JEE Advanced is concerned, sulfides are the one which are most asked, like which of the following are black sulfides. So ये आप अच्छे से याद कर लेना, which of these sulfides are black. ठीक है? Next. Other compounds which are black in color is this mercury with NH2 and Cl plus mercury here. मतलब ये एक mercury liquid है जिसमें ये salt रह जाता है, तो it will become black color. And NiOH thrice is also black color. Copper sulfate dot 5H2O, correct? Uh, if you take copper sulfate, sorry, ये वाला यहाँ से blue color के start हो गई इधर से. So those are all black color. And now if you see blue color, copper sulfate dot 5H2O, cobalt sulfate anhydrous, CrO5, and this is Prussian blue, जहाँ पे आपको आउटसाइड +3 ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट, इनसाइड +2 ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट रहेगा, दैट इज Prussian blue. You can put it this way also, instead of iron, you can put it as K, Fe +3 with Fe +2 and Cn6. That's also Prussian blue. Next, if you see this one, these are chocolate color compounds, cuprous chromate, and this is, cupric iron cyanide. That is another complex which is chocolate colored. Orange color, KO2, K2Cr2O7, Na2Cr2O7 and Sb2S3. So इसमें से जो important है, if you see, this is the only one which is orange color. So remember, Sb2S3 is orange color. Green color, next, these are all the green color ones. Nickel salts are usually green. FeSO4.7H2O, chromium, Cr+3 salts are usually green. FeCl2, CrOH thrice, nickel OH twice, right? And NiCN twice, K2MnO4. These are all green color solutions or precipitates. Red color, HgI2 is red color. Pb3O4, which you call it as sindoor, right? So this sindoor is also red color. Next, C4H7N2O2, that is nickel dimethyl glyoximate. ये complex हमने पहले पढ़ा हुआ है. That is also red color. FeSCN thrice, blood red color. Cobalt cyanide, that is reddish brown color. Ag2CrO4, important, that is red color. And even if you have one SCN group, it will start becoming red color with iron. And K3FeCN6, red color. HgO is orange red color. Next, yellow color cases are these AgBr, AgI, CDS. All of this list gives yellow color cases. And finally, pink color. So keep this in front of you and keep watching once in a while, like which of the compounds have what colors. Okay. Okay. And then we have brown color. You can see this one. ये सारे brown colors है. PbO2, CdO, Fe2O3, all of this included here. This is all brown color. And finally, from here, all of these are white color. Correct? देख लो, जिंक कैल्शियम, स्ट्रॉन्शियम, बेरियम, इनके कलर्स इंक्लूडिंग एल्यूमिनियम, इनके कलर्स सारे के सारे व्हाइट कलर है, राइट? सो दैट इज वन वे टू रिमेंबर. क्लियर बेटा? I guess all of you got some idea how it is. Next, usually the feel of salts, if you even touch, what kind of a feeling you should get? If it is little sticky and if you feel hygroscopic, थोड़ा सा wetness महसूस होता है, so that should be calcium chloride, zinc chloride, magnesium chloride or manganese chloride. So they usually are hygroscopic. If they are heavy substances, then it could be salt of lead, mercury or barium. If they are light substances, usually they could be carbonates. So carbonates of zinc, calcium, strontium, bismuth or magnesium. This is a simple way of feeling the compounds. And then
सर हाइग्रोस्कोपिक मतलब मॉइस्ट होता है.
moisture, absorb moisture. Okay.
Yes sir.
Right. Next, you see color change on heating. This is another important area which has been usually asked, what color will be changing. Out of which this one is more important, zinc, ZnO. ZnO in cold flame or when you have lower temperature, it will be white color. As soon as you bring it to the Bunsen flame, it will become yellow color. SnO2 is also white color, becoming yellowish brown. Bismuth, Bi2O3, yellow to brown. Pb3O4, which we call it as sindoor, at cold conditions it is red color. जैसे आप heat करोगे सिंदूर को, so it will become chocolate. HGO is red. So as much as syllabus is concerned, beta, these two are very, very familiarly asked. See one more, HgI2, these three. HGO is red color in cold and black color on heating. HgI2 is crimson red, converting to yellow. Fe2O3 is generally brown. If you heat strongly, it will become black. Well, if you heat further, it will become it will start radiating and that's how it will become red. Chromic salts usually are violet in color and as soon as we heat, it will become green. FeCl3.6H2 is yellow, becoming brown. And cobalt iodide is red, going to violet. Bromine is red, going to red-green. Out of all of these, if you ask me syllabus-wise, these three have been very frequently asked. So I would suggest you to remember these three, how ZnO, HGO and HgI2 changes their colors. Next, heating effects. If you look at the heating effects here, what kind of a heating effects we see? First one. If you look at this case, action of heat on different compounds. Some oxides liberate O2. Got it? These are the ones, if you see in their formation also, they are more stable in their metallic form rather than the oxide form. So their oxides decomposes very easily. So if you see HGO, it will on heating easily decomposes to become mercury and releasing oxygen gas. Same is the case with sindoor. If you heat it, it will become PbO and O2 will be coming out. Same is the case with PbO2 becoming PbO plus O2. Ag2O will become Ag plus O2. This liberates oxygen. Compounds which liberate carbon dioxide. You see CuCO3, which is green color, on heating will become black and releases carbon dioxide. ZnCO3 becomes ZnO and carbon dioxide. Ag2CO3 becomes Ag, CO2 and O2. So here if you observe, there is one small difference. Unlike other cases, this is undergoing reduction as well. So this will undergo complete reduction. Ag2CO3 will undergo reduction to give Ag plus 2CO2 plus O2. Calcium carbonate on heating, we know that magnesium carbonate, lithium carbonate, we are aware of it. Bicarbonates, NaHCO3, ammonium bicarbonate, they will liberate carbon dioxide and water. And the remaining part is carbonate or this ammonia form. Next, if you look at SO3, copper sulfate on heating will become anhydrous and that on further heating will become Cu and SO3. FeSO3 will become Fe2O3 and giving SO2 and SO3. Al2SO4 thrice will give Al2O3 and SO3 on heating, strong heating. Now few sulfates which will give SO2 directly here, You can see MgSO4 will become MgO, SO2 plus O2. ZnSO4 will give you SO2 plus O2. BeSO4 will give you SO2 plus O2. Okay. And some sulfates lose water of crystallization, out of which calcium sulfate. And if we take half of it, calcium sulfate, half H2O, we call it as POP, plaster of Paris. We checked the other day. And that on heating will further lose out water molecules. ZnSO4.7H2 on heating becomes 6, then 1, and finally this on further heating will become ZnSO4. Clear? So here this is supposed to be 4.H2O, and further heating will give you ZnSO4.H2O and give ZnSO4. Okay. Out of all of this, the two things which are important is copper sulfate. You should know on heating what is happening, and then zinc sulfate. So please learn these two. Okay. Next, nitrates. Nitrates, almost all of them will give a similar reaction. So if you look at it, zinc, copper, lead, magnesium, calcium, all of them are giving NO2. All of them are giving NO2 along with O2 on heating. Okay. So all of these will give you NO2 and O2 on heating. And some nitrates only liberates O2. They do not give NO2. Okay. That includes NaNO3, right? Or in fact, all group 1 except lithium. Even if you take KNO3, RbONO3 or CsNO3, all of them will give you nitrite forms and O2 is released. Same is the case with AgNO3. That will give AgNO2 plus O2. Okay. Some liberates N2O, that includes ammonium nitrite. So ammonium nitrate. So this on reacting will give, on heating will give you N2O. Hydrated chlorides will liberate HCl. Like if you have AlCl3.6H2O, it will become HCl. MgCl2.6H2O will also give you HCl, and all of these cases. And finally, if you see chlorine gas, which means you are getting it from FeCl through heating, CuCl3 heating, ammonium chloride heating, and HgCl2. This is for HCl, by the way, but these two are specially for chlorine. Got it? And usually this is the way you need to look at the solubility. Nitrates and nitrites, generally all of them are soluble. Okay. Acetates, if you look at it, all metal acetates are water soluble. Chlorates, all are water soluble except AgCl, Hg2Cl2 and PbCl2. Bromides, all bromides except AgBr, PbBr2 and Hg2Br2. Iodides are also the similar case, AgI, Hg2I2, HgI2, PbI2. Sulfates, all are water soluble except these few cases. You can see sulfides, all water soluble, group 1, group 2 and ammonium sulfide. Okay. What exactly is this? This we'll be discussing now. Carbonates, all water are insoluble except group 1 carbonates and ammonium carbonate. So these are soluble, rest all are insoluble. Phosphates, all water insoluble except group 1 phosphates and ammonium phosphate. Hydroxide, all water soluble, all are water insoluble except group 1 as well as this barium, strontium and calcium. Rest all hydroxides are usually insoluble. Clear? Now this also we have seen that if a gas is evolved by adding some reagent, for example, gas rekindles a glowing splinter, that must be O2. Gas which turns linky water white, that would be lime water milky, that should be carbon dioxide or sulfur dioxide. Got it? And if there is any odorless gas, that could be N2 also. Got it? And other than that, ordered gases and colorless, pungent smell, and with red litmus blue it will turn, then that has to be presence of ammonia. And smell of burning copper and it gets easily converted into green color solution, then it has to be SO2. Next, if you see pungent smell, right, and white fumes with ammonia are coming, it has to be HCl. Rotten egg smell always relate with H2S. So out of all of this, if you ask me, this rotten egg smell with H2S, this, and ammonia with this pungent smell turns red litmus blue. ये दोनों आपको याद रखना है अच्छे से. Okay. Next, brown, which turns starch paper blue, that will be NO2. Reddish brown is Br2, greenish yellow is Cl2, and violet paper turning blue is iodine. Okay. Now, these are all various direct salt observations, like in case if there is any salt present, how do we observe them, or whether we can directly say one second. Can you all see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, sorry. See, now let us see about how to classify the cations. Correct. See, here we categorize them into majorly 5 groups, correct, on the basis of their precipitation with certain reagents. Okay. Starting with 0 group, that is, group reagent is NaOH. If we directly add NaOH and we are getting ammonium ions, right? So, sorry, if there is a presence of ammonium ion, that is called the 0th group. Group 1 is by adding dilute HCl. So if we take salt and add dilute HCl, and that gives the presence of Pb plus 2, Hg2 plus, and Ag plus, in case if there is any precipitate. Okay, the precipitate has to be white color. If it is white color, we say, preferably the salt belongs to group 1. So group 1 includes either it should be a silver salt, lead salt, or mercurous salt. Next, group 2, H2S in dilute HCl, right? So in the same HCl, if we add some amount of H2S to it, then that will become group 2. And here, all of these ions, Hg plus 2, copper, cadmium, lead, up to tin, any of them can undergo precipitation. If it is a black color, it has to be HGS, CUS, and PBS. Orange is Sb2S3. Brown is Bi2S3, SNS. Correct? So these are the brown ones. Okay. Next, group 3 is you completely remove this entire solution. You take a fresh solution, and in the fresh solution, you can take ammonium hydroxide in the presence of ammonium chloride. And in case if there is any precipitate, that has to be either iron, aluminum, or chromium salt. So it has to be FeOH thrice, Al2OH thrice, or Cr plus 3. FeOH thrice implies brown precipitate. This is gelatinous white precipitate, and chromium is green precipitate. If it is group 4, is in the same solution, if we add some amount of H2S, on adding some more amount of H2S, now the concentration of S2 minus is more, it has increased. So it might start precipitating now. So if it does that, and nickel, cobalt, manganese, zinc, any of that could be possible. If it is black, then it has to be cobalt or nickel sulfide. If it is MnS, then it has to be buff or light pink color. Okay. Fifth one, we are trying to figure out that if there are any barium, strontium, or calcium present. So what we do, in the same solution, we add ammonium carbonate in the presence of ammonium chloride and NH4OH, which we already added first. In case if we get a precipitate, it could be either barium, strontium, or calcium carbonate precipitate. Clear? Lastly, group 6, there is no common reagent here. We do react directly with some reagents. On doing that, we can get either magnesium Na plus or potassium ion. Okay. This is the overview of the groups. Now look at group 1 now. Dekho beta. We are preparing an original solution, correct? And based on that original solution, we are getting this group. So first, we need to understand few important points here, that why and how we have been framing these groups. So first, you got to learn it that if it is about group one, right? Group one, what we are expecting, okay? Here, AG plus PB plus 2 and HG2 plus 2 are precipitated with chlorides because, okay, chlorides as their Ksp value, is less, as their Ksp is less or solubility is less, and other chlorides or simply is less compared to other chlorides, compared to other metal chlorides. That's the reason we are going it for group वन. So group वन हम लोग डायरेक्टली पहले HCl क्यों ऐड करते हैं बेटा? ये ऐड करने से हमको पता चलेगा कि यहाँ पे क्लोराइड कोई प्रेसिपिटेट हो रहा है या नहीं हो रहा है. अगर क्लोराइड प्रेसिपिटेट नहीं हो रहा है तो हम लोग सॉल्यूशन को फेंकेंगे नहीं, उसी में थोड़ा सा ऐड कर देंगे H2S. So on adding little bit of H2S, on adding H2S, अभी उसी में हमने H2S ऐड कर दिया, ठीक है. Now, because H2S will give a very, very, very small amount of sulfide composition or concentration. So, अगर उसका Ksp value or the solubility of sulfide is very low, okay, so metals with very low solubility of sulfides, very low solubility of sulfides, then they are precipitated. And that's how we got with the group 2. Group 2 में जितने भी देखा copper, bismuth, tin, right? All of that in group 2, because their sulfides will get easily deposited or precipitated. Okay. Now, you could see one thing, that if you see H2S is in dissociation with 2H plus and S2 minus. And because of HCl, which we have added, right, there is a common ion effect. Due to this common ion effect only, S2 minus concentration is very, very less. So S2 minus concentration less due to common ion effect, CI. CI is common ion effect. Done with that. That is about group 2. Okay. Group 3, what we do now, we take a fresh solution and we add ammonium chloride, right? Here we are adding ammonium chloride with some ammonium hydroxide, because it should be more like a buffer solution. So what we are doing, so group 3, that is about group 3. Group 3, we are adding ammonium chloride with ammonium hydroxide. On adding these two, what we are getting, we will see that if there is even a, because this will give a small concentration of OH minus. So because of the common ion, you can see NH4 plus is a common, here NH4 plus is a common ion, जिसके वजह से ammonium hydroxide का dissociation बहुत कम रहेगा. Hence we will have very low concentration of OH minus. So in such low concentration, if at all there is any hydroxide getting precipitated, it has to be either Fe plus 3, if it has to be Al plus 3, and it has to be chromium plus 3. Any of these could be the case. So ये तीनों की तीनों hydroxide बन जाएंगे. Okay, beta. This is something we must learn. So what is happening with it? Okay. राइट. नाउ क्वेश्चंस यूजुअली आस्क्ड हियर आर, सर हम लोग हमेशा अमोनियम क्लोराइड क्यों ले रहे हैं, अमोनियम सल्फेट क्यों नहीं लेते? द प्रॉब्लम विद द सल्फेट इज, अगर बेरियम होता तो बेरियम का केस भी काफी कम है, तो वो सीधा सीधा सल्फेट को लेके प्रेसिपिटेट बन जाता. सो वी आर ट्राइंग टू फिगर आउट समथिंग हियर ऑन ग्रुप 3, जहां पे हम लोग आयरन को, क्रोमियम एंड ऑल ऑफ दिस हैव बीन केप्ट, बट सडनली प्रेसिपिटेट आ जाएगा. सो इट गिव्स अ लॉट ऑफ कंफ्यूजन कि ये प्रेसिपिटेट किस वजह से आ रहा है. ओके. Similarly, ammonium nitrate can also be not used, correct? Because NO3 minus जो है, they will oxidize some metals, correct? और ये दोनों मैं बताता हूँ. NH4SO4 twice cannot be used, as barium sulfate precipitate might form. And ammonium nitrate cannot be used. Ammonium nitrate cannot be used, okay, because NO3 minus, right? NO3 minus oxidizes NO3 minus, Mn oxidizes Mn plus 2 to Mn plus 3. इससे क्या प्रॉब्लम होगा सर? Mn plus 3 जो है वो हाइड्रोक्साइड के साथ काफी इजिली प्रेसिपिटेट बना सकते हैं. This is the advantage we are looking at for. Okay, beta? And this would be a precipitate, by the way. So this is another confusion कि ये किस तरह का precipitate है, whether it is aluminium or manganese. ठीक है, इसके लिए अमोनियम नाइट्रेट को यूज नहीं करना चाहिए. Okay? So I guess this is clear, everybody. Right. Group 4. Either we can use a fresh solution, or ammonium hydroxide, will always help in increasing the H2S ka dissociation. So we can directly take it in this. So because we already have ammonium hydroxide na beta, और इसको हमने फिर से थोड़ा सा H2S ऐड कर दिया, तो that way we can get NH4, correct? We can have this as NH4 2S plus H2O here. So now if you can see that we can have more amount of sulfide concentration. So we have 2 moles NH4 thrice plus, sorry, NH4 4 times plus sulfide S2 minus. So this S2 minus will be in high concentration. High in a sense, not very high like, some reaction, but comparative to earlier S2 minus, now we'll have sufficient S2 minus. So if we have sufficient S2 minus, then group 4 elements will start precipitating. You can see group 4, we have nickel, cobalt. Yeah. Right. So we can see we have nickel, cobalt, manganese, and zinc. So this can start precipitating. So you can see nickel plus 2, cobalt, manganese, and zinc plus 2. These are the ones which can undergo precipitation. Okay. Clear? Right. Now coming to group 5, we'll come back again to the group 5. First, let us start with group 1. Group 1, we are expecting these 3 to precipitate, right, beta? See, जैसे salt solution लेंगे हम लोग, उसमें HCl ऐड करेंगे. Suppose पहले हम लोग क्या करेंगे ना बेटा, dilute HCl ऐड करेंगे. अगर वो डिसॉल्व नहीं होता है तो हम लोग हीट करेंगे. तब भी डिसॉल्व नहीं हो रहा है तो थोड़ा concentrated HCl ऐड करके हीट करेंगे. So it has been observed that most of these metals with concentrated HCl will get completely dissolved. Okay, and that solution is called original solution. Dissolve करने के बाद जो transparent या colorless solution आता है, that is called original solution. And this original solution is treated with HCl. dilute HCl. ठीक है, got it. Sorry, this entire thing is actually original solution. Now that if we have HCl presence, so now once you get that, add 1 or 2 droplets of HCl or instantly precipitation मिल जाएगा. In case if there is an instant precipitation and you are getting a white color precipitate, it has to be either AgCl, Hg2Cl2 or PbCl2. If there is no precipitation coming up, then you'll go for the experiment of group 2. Suppose if you got this precipitate, now add some water and boil again. In case if it gets precipitate dissolved, अगर ये dissolve हो जाता है, it has to be lead. It has to be lead because lead will get dissolved in water on boiling. Okay. But if nothing is happening, it has to be either mercury chloride or silver chloride. Correct? And all of them are white precipitate so far. Now you add some amount of ammonium hydroxide and shake, shake and filter it. So what happens? In case if there is any black precipitate forming here, so that means it is formation of this. So the reaction is something like this, where we have Hg2Cl2, correct, plus NH4OH. NH4OH. So this will become Hg precipitate plus Hg NH2 Cl NH2Cl. So this is what is formed, correct? And Hg2Cl2, right? Whatever that compound this has been formed, if you treat this with aqua regia, so aqua regia is HCl and NHO3 composition by 3:1 ratio. So if we take this aqua regia, this entire thing will get dissolved. Mercury as well as mercury chloride, ammonium chloride, mercuric amine chloride, all of them will get dissolved in it. Got it? Now, if this happens, this is a test for mercury. This is a test for mercury. And next, in case if it is silver, so we will have a soluble part of AgNH3Cl because silver will easily get dissolved in excess amount of ammonium. So as soon as we add ammonium, it will get dissolved, and that is a confirmatory test. I mean, that is a test for silver's presence. Yes, it has Ag plus more than Hg2 plus, Hg2 2 plus. So group 1 is clear, everybody? What is happening? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Right. Now, all we need to know is the reactions. What are the type of reactions with this, all of this lead or silver and iron gives? Let us see that. Pb plus 2, if you react with dilute HCl, it will become a precipitate. Dilute H2SO4, it will become a precipitate. And H2S, it will become a black color precipitate. This is white and white. Ki, it will become PbI2, which is yellow. And if you use excess amount of, sorry, one second. If we treat with H2S, it will become PbS, right? And PbS, if you treat with concentrated HNO3, it will become again PbSO4 precipitate, because ये PbS को oxidize कर देता है to get PbSO4. Same way, if you get PbI2, which is yellow color precipitate, on excess amount of Ki, it will become K2 PbI4, small PbA. So PbI4 2 minus. Okay. So this is not 2 minus. So K2 PbI4. This is what you'll get, which is soluble complex. If you react with chromate, you will get a yellow color lead chromate. Yellow color lead chromate. If you react in acidic medium, it will become again Cr2O7 2 minus. It will react with base. It will become PbOH twice plus CrO4 2 minus. This is the precipitate you will get. Okay. If you treat with ammonia, okay, very, very important. Lead does not form complex with ammonia. I'll write it here. So here, lead does not form complex with ammonia. With NH3, it does not form any complex. Clear? So instead, because you are taking ammonium hydroxide, so Pb will take that hydroxide form and becomes a white precipitate. Okay, so it will become a white precipitate. If you treat with Na2SO3, it will become PbSO3 precipitate. Na2CO3, if you look at, so it will become PbCO3 and PbOH twice white precipitate. If you take with sodium biphosphate, it will become lead phosphate here, white precipitate. KCN, first it will become white phosphate. Excess of KCN, no reaction. Again, this is very important. The other day also I wrote it down somewhere where we got this cyanide. When we were discussing about cyanide, I told you that if you react with Pb plus 2, it will become PbCN twice white precipitate, but excess, no reaction. But with NaOH, first it will form a white reaction. With excess NaOH, it will become dissolved complex. Okay. So this is Pb plus 2 reactions. Now see Hg2 2 plus reactions. Hg2 2 plus on dilute HCl first gives a white precipitate. If you add excess amount of HCl, it does not get dissolved. In aqua regia, correct? If you dissolve that in aqua regia, yes, it will get completely dissolved. मेरे को इधर लिखना था एक्चुअली, मैं ऐसे लिख देता हूं पहले. See, first on reaction with NH3, if you treat this with NH3, it will become Hg, which is a black precipitate, and silver ammonium chloride, which is white precipitate. Okay, all of this, whether you take HgCl, Hg2Cl2, whether you take this one, both of them will dissolve in aqua regia to become Hg2Cl2 colorless. So that will become colorless. H2S, if you treat with H2S, it will become Hg plus H2S, and HgS is a black color precipitate. With aqua regia, HgCl2 will get dissolved, leaving behind a black color sulfur. ये भी black color होता है. So this sulfur which will be present is also black color. If you treat with NO3 minus or ammonia, so again same reaction here also. So we'll get HgO dot HgNH2NO3, that is white precipitate. But because mercury is present in the solution, overall solution appears black. देखो white और black होता है ना, तो overall solution हमेशा black precipitate की तरह देखोगे आप. If you react with NaOH, it will become Hg2O black. Chromate, first it will become red color. Okay, mercury chromate. On reaction with hydroxide, it will become black, right? Hg2O. With Ki, Hg2I2, which is green color. And on boiling, correct, it will become Hgi2 red color and Hg black color. With Ki excess, it will become a black color precipitate with a soluble complex. Na2CO3 will get HgCO3 white yellow color. On long standing, it will become HgO plus, you know, black gray, black color, which will be appearing like gray color, right? Next with KCN again, it will become HgCN2 and Hg gets reduced, that is a black color solution. With tin also, it will become black color. So most of the cases आपने देखा होगा कि it is only giving a black color with another complex or nothing else. Okay. Next, silver. Silver on dilute HCl, we got first it has white precipitate. On concentrated HCl, we'll get a complex which get dissolved. And again, if you add water, it will become white precipitate. With cyanide also, it will get completely dissolved. With ammonia also, it will get completely dissolved. With thiosulfate also, it will get completely dissolved. And only if you add back H2S, it will become Ag2S. So Ag2S is a very important compound, which is a black color precipitate, and that can be attained by adding H2S. This is a confirmatory test also for AgCl. H2S, if you react with H2S, it will become Ag2S, black color. Concentrated HNO3 will become concentrated HNO3 will make it sulfur to get reduced and oxidized, and AgNO3, you know, where you will have this sulfur here, which is S2 minus forming towards S, and Ag plus here. So if you see Ag plus, this hasn't changed. Only thing, the form which got reduced is NO2. I forgot to write that NO2. So we'll get this as NO2. Next with ammonia, we'll have Ag2O, which is black color. With excess amount of ammonia, it will become ammonium nitrate solution, ammonium silver solution. With NaOH, it will become Ag2O black. Ag2O black आप directly heat करो तो भी वो silver मिलेगा, और if you react with excess of NaOH, right, no reaction. But if you react with dilute HNO3, it will get dissolved. K2CrO4, it will become Ag2CrO4, right, which is red color precipitate. Adding dilute HNO3 will become chromate, and NH3, it will become ammonium, silver ammonium salt, soluble salt with a yellow solution. Ki, you will get this as AgI, and AgI, if you treat with cyanides, it will become a complex, but with ammonia, no reaction, S2O3 2-, you will get this complex. So ये भी मैंने लास्ट टाइम टिक किया था, बताया था आपको कि देखना कि सिर्फ साइनाइड और S2O3 2- है, बिकॉज ऑफ स्ट्रॉन्ग लिगैंड सिस्टम they will become complexes, otherwise they don't. Ag2CO3 white precipitate, on heating it will become black. Here also it is yellow precipitate phosphate, on heating it will become with dilute HNO3, again same case. If you take KCN, it will become AgCN white precipitate. With excess, it will get dissolved. These are Ag plus cases. Okay. Put a little this side. Yeah. Next, let us talk about group 2 now. What happened? अगर group 1 में कोई भी precipitate नहीं मिला, तो you proceed for group 2. In group 2, we have all of these ions possible. ठीक है? So what we do? The same solution from the removal of group 1 cations plus dilute HCl plus H2S. थोड़ा सा H2S add कर दिया. If it is coming as a PPT, which means either it could be a 2A group or 2B group. Now let us discuss what is A and B group here. 2A means it could be either mercury, lead, copper, bismuth, right, or cadmium. And जिसमें से ये first वो है ना black है, only cadmium is the one which is yellow. ठीक है? और इसको A में क्यों डिवाइड किया हमने 2A? Because A means they are insoluble in yellow ammonium complex. Okay, so this is also known as yellow ammonium sulfide, YAS. Okay, so in yellow ammonium sulfate, these are insoluble. White, all of these are, you know, soluble in yellow ammonium sulfate, like tin, arsenic, you know, S2BS3, all of this, SN, SNS. All of these would be soluble in yellow ammonium sulfate. Clear, beta? Right. Now see from group 2, right? What we take, whatever the PPT which we got, right? So we'll take in 50% of HNO3. If you take in 50% of HNO3, it is insoluble, then HGS is present definitely. अगर वो फिर भी डिसॉल्व नहीं होता है, मतलब ये HGS होना चाहिए इसमें. अगर वो डिसॉल्व हो जाता है, it must be either lead, bismuth, copper or cadmium. ठीक है? That is what you will get as a filtrate. Once you get that, you add a dilute H2SO4 and little bit of ethanol and filter. Correct? So what we got? Now we got filtrate as sulfates of bismuth, copper and cadmium and ammonium hydroxide. ठीक है? और if we get a white precipitate, अगर वो filtrate बन जाता है, तो it could be this. Okay. If it is about a white precipitate, correct, and that is dissolving in ammonium acetate, then it is the test for lead. Okay, because it would form PbSO4 first, and that gets dissolved in ammonium acetate solution. नहीं वो फिल्ट्रेट की तरह ही है, सो इसका मतलब वो या तो बिस्मथ होगा, कॉपर होगा या कैडमियम होगा. ओके, एंड आउट ऑफ विच if you add excess amount of ammonium hydroxide and filter again, and you are getting a white precipitate, it has to be bismuth, and there is no precipitate forming, then it has to be copper or cadmium. So it has to be copper or cadmium. Now look at this. If it is about bismuth hydroxide here, correct? Have you noticed something again? I told you something about lead, right? Lead does not form precipitate with ammonia. Similarly, you could see bismuth is also not forming precipitate with ammonia. So this is another thing which I will write it here. So bismuth does not form, complex, sorry, not precipitate, complex with ammonia or ammonium hydroxide. Okay, here just like lead. Instead, it will form an hydroxide, correct, which will be a white PPT, and that dissolves in dilute HCl. So this is a test for bismuth. The filtrate which is coming will have copper and cadmium now. So copper and cadmium में आप देखोगे तो ये दोनों में कैसे डिफरेंशिएट करना है, विल सी इट लिटिल अहेड. अब ये देखो यहाँ पर, इफ यू हैव Hg2+, पहले Hg2 था ना, अगर Hg2+ है, अगर आपने फिर रिएक्ट किया H2S में, it will become a black precipitate of AgS. HgS will not dissolve in dilute HNO3, neither it will dissolve in Na2S. Okay, sorry, Na2S में होगा, it will form this as a complex. But if you take aqua regia, that will get dissolved, leaving behind this black sulfur. So ये sulfur रह जाएगा, and it will become HgCl2 aqueous. It will get dissolved in it. Okay. If you treat that with ammonia, it will become HgO dot, I mean HgO dot HgNH2NO3, which is also white precipitate. देखो इससे पहले हम लोग को ये सारे black precipitate क्यों मिल रहे थे? Because we were getting along with mercury. यहाँ पे और mercury नहीं है ना? That was Hg2 2+. It is on here. It is only Hg2+. So जो white वाले थे वो सारे white ही रहेंगे. So that's why you will see this HgNH2NO3 with HgO, that will be white in color. There is no separate mercury getting precipitated. With NaOH, we'll get HgO, which is yellow color precipitate, correct? And Ki will get red color precipitate AgI2. On excess amount, will get dissolved to become HgIO4 2-. Chromate, first it will become red color precipitate. With OH-, it will become black color precipitate of Ag2O. With copper, silver gets reduced, copper will get oxidized, and this will give you black precipitate. It is based upon SRP values. In the presence of cobalt and HCN, it will form a complex cobalt HgSCN twice. Very, very important compound. Got it? इसमें दो चीजें पूछ सकते हैं जेई में. देखो ये क्योंकि पहले भी पूछ चुके, कोबाल्ट if it is HgSCN 4 times. Now you would be asked what is the hybridization here, and if you have Hg outside and cobalt inside, SCN 4 times, correct? Usually this is yellow color solution, and this is a precipitate, deep blue precipitate. So I hope you understood the difference. Cobalt अंदर आ जाएगा तो ये yellow color solution है, while mercury अंदर है तो वो एक precipitate है, deep blue precipitate है. Okay. Now here, if you look at this, mercury, I mean Hg here will make it sp3 hybridization. This will make it sp3 hybridization. Cobalt, because SCN is a very weak field ligand, here also cobalt will make it sp3 hybridization. Right? So both of will make it sp3 hybridization in this case. Okay. Next, if you treat with KCN, there are no visual changes occurring. Sn+2, first white precipitate is formed. And if you treat that with Sn+2 again, now this time we'll get a black precipitate. Okay. यहाँ पे भी ये भी लिख देता हूँ plus Sn+4. And again, if you react, again you will get Sn+4. This is Hg2+. Look out for bismuth now. What are the cases for bismuth? Bismuth, if you react with H2S, okay, in the presence of H+, first it will become a black precipitate, Bi2S3. We add it in dilute HNO3 and it get dissolved, will give it leaving behind sulfur. Okay, so Bi+3 आ जाएगा, it will get dissolved. Concentrated HCl also it is getting dissolved and H2S gas is coming out. So in both the cases it gets dissolved, unlike mercury. NaOH के साथ BiOH thrice बनेगा white precipitate. When you boil it, it will become BiO.OH and that is a yellowish white precipitate. ये फिर से हम लोग ग्रुप 15 में देखेंगे, अभी पढ़ लो, इसे ग्रुप 15 में जरूरत नहीं है. So bismuth, right? Hydroxide on boiling will become BiO.OH, which is yellow white precipitate. And few drops of peroxide, it will get oxidized to become BiO3 minus, yellow brown solution. If you take ammonium nitrate, now this is more of ammonium nitrate. In ammonium nitrate, like again you can see that it is not forming a complex with ammonia, right? So I think I told you that, I have written it here. Yeah, bismuth does not form a complex. So it will just remain white complex, white precipitate of hydroxide. With Ki, first it will become a black color precipitate BiI3. With excess, it will become an orange solution. And if you add dilute solution again, it will become Bi3. And this on heating will become BiOI. I would request all of you to learn this reaction sequence once. Okay. किस तरह से जा रहा है. So bismuth, how it is going from Ki to Bi3 with excess Ki, and then we are getting an orange solution. Dilute water, you will get black precipitate, and that on heating will give us BiOI, which is orange. Okay. Next, if you look at the tin, bismuth, if you react that with Sn plus 4 plus 2, it will become Sn plus 4 and bismuth will get reduced to black precipitate. Okay. In case if you add large water, a large amount of volume of water, it will become BiO. This is called bismuthyl cation. And bismutyl cations form white turbidity with chloride or nitrate. Okay. It will become chloride or nitrate. H2PO4 minus BiPO4 white precipitate, KCN, BiOH twice, thrice white precipitate. On excess, it is not getting to get dissolved with cyanodes. Okay. See, how do we differentiate copper now? First we got, listen, first we got Cu2 as black precipitate. If you add to dilute HNO3, it will become Cu2 plus and sulfur will get precipitated. So it is a colorless solution. Next, if you directly react with KCN, you will get this CuCN4 3 minus plus S2 minus. With SO4 2 minus and ammonium, first it will become, hydroxide with sulfate. So Cu hydroxide dot CuSO4 is what is formed, and that is blue color. And on adding ammonia, because you have added ammonia here, that will finally turn out into deep blue solution. Okay, and this solution is called as Switzer's solution. Switzer's solution in deep blue color. Very important detection for copper presence. Cu2 plus presence है, तो यही main way, this is the main way of looking at it, right? So formation of Switzer's solution. If you treat that with NaOH, cupric salts, then it will become a blue color hydroxide. On heating, it will become CuO, which is black color. With Ki, first we will get a white precipitate of CuI. Okay. अच्छा, होता reaction कुछ ऐसा है बेटा. I'll show you that. Cu2 plus I minus will become Cu2I2 plus I2. अब ये I2 excess of Ki में add करोगे तो this will become Cu2I2 plus Ki3, and whatever it is written is the same thing. Cu2I2 is a white color precipitate plus Ki3 will be formed, and because Ki3 is present, overall solution looks brown. Okay, and this white precipitate is due to this, however not visible because of the intense brown color of KiO3. Then we do iodimetric titration, which means you add it with thiosulfate, will get white precipitate. अथर्व याद आ रहा है बेटा? The other day we discussed, yes. Okay. KCN. If you look at the reaction with KCN, it will become CuCN twice. It is a yellow color precipitate. सेम बेटा यहाँ पे भी रिएक्शन बिल्कुल सेम है, ऊपर लिख देता हूं मैं यहाँ पर Cu2 plus KCl will become Cu2CN twice. उसको हम लोग सिंपली CuCN भी लिख सकते हैं. That CuCN is a white color precipitate and this will form Cn twice. Cn twice is called as cyanogen gas. Cyanogen gas. Clear? This is called cyanogen gas. Structurally cyanogen पूछ सकते हैं कि स्ट्रक्चर कैसा है. So it is C triple bond N connected with C triple bond N. So it is a harmful gas. Okay, harmful to inhale. So that is called cyanogen gas, colorless cyanogen gas. And this white precipitate, again, if you treat that with excess of KCN, so we will get a colorless solution, K3CuCN4. And on treating with H2S, no precipitation because its formation constant is very high. Okay. If we treat with FeCN4 minus, that is K2, that is K4 FeCN6, that 4 potassiums are there na beta, वो पूरा copper से replace हो जाएगा, and this will become dark brown color, which we call it as a chocolate color also. So there is a chocolate precipitation happening. So this is a precipitate actually. Chocolate precipitate will take place, and that on reaction with excess of KCN, this will become COH twice blue. Okay, and again FeCN4 minus will come out. अमोनिया के साथ एक ब्लू कलर सॉल्यूशन बन जाएगा, दैट इज फिट्जर्ड सॉल्यूशन, करेक्ट. एंड दिस FeCN4 माइनस का कलर काफी लेस, आई मीन दैट इज वेरी लेस इंटेंस, सो मेजर कलर विल बी बिकॉज ऑफ द कॉपर कॉम्प्लेक्स. The same reaction how we did it with cyanides, beta, same thing can be done with thiocyanate also. See the difference in the color. Here the cyanide CuCN is white color, thiocyanate के साथ ये black color हो जाता है. So this will become a black color. And again, this will also give SCN twice gas. Now this gas is called thiocyanogen gas. Thiocyanogen gas. Okay. Clear, beta? I hope all of you understood that. That is with copper. So as much as your syllabus is concerned, if you ask me, copper is the one which is mostly asked from group 2, right, rather than mercury or bismuth or lead. ठीक है. So आपका main focus पूरा copper पे होना चाहिए from group 2. Group 1, all of them are equivalent, mercury, lead and silver. सारों के reactions check कर लेना. In group 2, it's the copper reaction which are more important. Next. Now coming to group 3, which means now what we have so far, suppose यहाँ पर भी आपको कोई precipitate नहीं मिला. Like from group 1 we have seen we got no precipitate. Group 2 we didn't find any precipitate. Now we could completely discard this solution and remake it. Correct. So what we do, we remake the solution here. Correct. Again we make a standard solution जिसमें Al+3, Cr+3 और Fe+3 रहेगा. Correct. इनका प्रेजेंस चेक करना है. क्या करेंगे? फर्स्ट वी फिल्ट्रेट आफ्टर रिमूवल ऑफ ग्रुप 2, बॉयल ऑफ H2S, हम लोग पूरा H2S निकाल देंगे in case if it is there, or you can take fresh solution. Then add concentrated HNO3, correct? Concentrated HNO3 with 1 or 2 drops and ammonium hydroxide and NH4Cl. ठीक है. अच्छा, इसमें ये पूछा जा सकता है कि why are we adding concentrated HNO3, correct? So sometimes what happens, there could be Fe+2 also present, and Fe+2 भी एक precipitate दे सकता है, hydroxide. But we want that hydroxide to get oxidized and become Fe+3 as well. These will not further undergo any oxidation. Chromium या aluminium oxidize नहीं होंगे, but in case if there is any Fe+2, that will get oxidized to Fe+3. ठीक है? And we want that to happen just to justify this group. Okay. So that Fe+2 will also undergo precipitation. So finally, that will undergo oxidation. And finally, if this filter get a PPT, if it is getting a PPT, then it could be FeOH thrice, AlOH thrice, or CrOH thrice. If it is iron hydroxide, it is reddish brown, aluminium white, chromium green. Now add 1 or 2 droplets of NaOH. On adding, if it is insoluble, which means it is still iron or chromium present. Got it? But if it is getting dissolved, it has to be aluminium. So it will get dissolved to form sodium meta-aluminate. That confirms the presence of aluminium. अच्छा, सोडियम मेटा एल्यूमिनेट को आप फिर से हीट कर सकते हो, आई मीन फिर से वाटर ऐड कर सकते हो. सो वी विल गेट, ओके, सो एल्यूमिनियम हाइड्रोक्साइड एज अ प्रेसिपिटेट, जेलेटिनस व्हाइट प्रेसिपिटेट बैक अगेन. और इसको फर्दर हीट करोगे तो इट विल बिकम Al2O3. दिस इज एनहाइड्रस बॉक्साइड. so this will be बॉक्साइड. ठीक है, इस तरह से बन सकता. Anyways, coming to the other side here, FeOH thrice and CrOH thrice, they are insoluble forms. Now, if you add bromine water to that, bromine water, basic bromine water here, if it is still insoluble, right, which means it has to be FeOH thrice. But bromine water is a good oxidizing agent that will oxidize the Cr plus 3, right, to become K2CrO4, which is yellow color solution. So this implies कि यहाँ पर ये chromium presence है if there is any response to bromine water. If there is no response, which means it has to be the iron form. Guys, have you understood that? Look at this. Fe+3 की reactions check करो बेटा. देखो, अभी और एक hint. Fe+3 को हमने सीधा सीधा अमोनिया के साथ रिएक्ट किया. Is there any ammonium complex forming? No. So again, I'll write it here that Fe+3 does not form complex with NH3. So remember that. क्या क्या अभी तक हम लोग को क्या क्या मिले बेटा? लेड, बिस्मथ एंड आयरन. और भी मिलेंगे हमको, अल्यूमिनियम मिलेगा, मैंगनीज. तो ये 5 हमको याद करने हैं, वो धीरे धीरे रिवील हो जाएगा इसमें. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट, FeOH thrice is a precipitate which is forming, right, reddish brown. If you strongly heat, if it become Fe2O3, excess ammonia, no reaction, right? So that is one important hint. NaOH के साथ तो obviously ये बनेगा, excess amount of NaOH, no dissolution. Ammonium sulfide, with ammonium sulfide, it will become FeS plus S, which is a black color precipitate. With sodium sulfide also, Fe2S3, black color precipitate. With KCN, it will form brown color precipitate. On excess of KCN, it will become yellow color solution. K3FeCN6. It's a yellow color solution. Now, this is a confirmatory test. Main confirmatory test is this one. Okay, so I'll highlight that. This is the main confirmatory test of Fe+3. So what we do, we take Fe+3 and react that with K4FeCN6. So potassium ferrous cyanide. If you treat with that, all potassiums were replaced by Fe+3 here, and ये पूरे 3 times आ जाएंगे. So Fe4 and FeCN6 thrice, that will appear like blue. This is called Prussian blue color. So this is a Prussian blue color precipitate. And this Prussian blue color precipitate, if you treat that with NaOH, again we'll get FeOH thrice. Or if you treat that with oxalic acid, it will turn out just the blue color solution. With concentrated HCl, it will start decomposing. With HCl, it is insoluble. Okay. Anyways, ये सारे आपको नहीं पूछेंगे, आपको सिर्फ इतना पता होना चाहिए कि what is the confirmatory test. The confirmatory test is Fe+3. Okay. Now see, if Fe+3 is added to excess of this reagent, right, then intense blue color composition is found, and this is that intense blue. So which is KFe, right, and FeCN6. So this year 2020-21 advanced question, okay, both of these were given beta, both of these were given. Prussian blue सिर्फ इसको माना गया है, Prussian blue. So it's not like this is not a Prussian blue color, this is also Prussian blue only. बट एक्सपेरिमेंट में देखो ये पॉइंट इंपॉर्टेंट हो गया है, क्योंकि हम लोग यूजुअली एक्सेस में ही ऐड करते हैं तो फाइनल विजिबिलिटी जो होता है कॉम्प्लेक्स का, दैट वुड बी दिस KFe FeCN6. So please accept this as the Prussian blue. Important. Okay. काफी बच्चों ने गलत किया ये. So even after claiming they didn't get the marks on this, so learn it that strictly IIT is following this as the Prussian blue case. Okay. Clear, guys? Next. In case if we take this as with K3 FeCN6, अभी क्या हो गया, ये भी +3 है, ये भी +3 है. ठीक है, दोनों +3 को अगर कॉम्प्लेक्स बनाएंगे तो हम लोग को ब्राउन कलर मिलेगा. ओके, तो मैं एक छोटा सा टेबल बना देता हूं यहां पर ताकि हम लोग को इजिली याद रह जाए. देखो Fe+2 Fe+3. ठीक है, यहां पर भी Fe+2 एंड Fe+3. ठीक है, देखो if it is +2 combination, the complex is white. +2 +3 combination, complex is blue. +2 +3 is again blue. +3 is always brown. So I think you guys can understand this matrix, right? Correct? Here, everybody?
Yes.
Right. ये याद कर लेना बेटा, इंपॉर्टेंट है. इनसा कौन से ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट्स पे क्या आ रहा है, कुछ याद नहीं आता, सिर्फ ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट चेक करना, कलर याद आ जाएगा. ओके. So with this you can see a brown color solution forming. Tin chloride or any oxidizing agent, it will become oxidized. मतलब ये जो बाहर वाला Fe+2 है, सॉरी अंदर वाला जो Fe+3 है वो reduce हो जाएगा to +2 and it will become blue color precipitate. ठीक है, I guess that is clear everybody. Next, HPO4 2- के साथ FePO4. These are all like side reactions. Another confirmatory reaction of iron is this one. This one you will remember, students, like ammonium cyanide या KSCN, potassium cyanide, किसी thiocyanide के साथ react करोगे तो it will give deep blue color solution. Again, JE has been asked, and this is so very well asked with this question. They have given all of these options. Clear? And all of these options will give you red color only. So whether you put it as this FeSCN thrice, which is also a deep blue color solution, or it can exist as FeCN with overall plus, or FeCN6 overall 3-, all of these are red color solutions. The 2019 question, remember that. Okay. Next, if we treat that with ACO-, ओके, एसिटेट, ये हम लोग ने, मैंने एसिटेट की जगह पे बताया था, याद है ना, एसिटेट के रिएक्शन के टाइम पे मैंने बताया था ये रिएक्शन, दैट वी विल गेट अ रेडिश ब्राउन कलर सॉल्यूशन इफ इट इज Fe+3, Fe+3 का कोई भी सॉल्ट लो. राइट. नेक्स्ट, सी अल्यूमिनियम. ओके, सो मैंने फिर से और एक बता रहा हूं, फिर से हिंट लिख रहा हूं यहां पर. देखो, अल्यूमिनियम इफ यू रिएक्ट दैट विथ अमोनियम क्लोराइड और अमोनिया, कैन यू सी, सिर्फ यही प्रेसिपिटेट बन रहा है. अगेन नो रिएक्शन विथ एक्सेस अमाउंट ऑफ अमोनिया. सो अल्यूमिनियम +3 डज नॉट फॉर्म complex, does not form complex with ammonia. So with NH3 again, aluminum does not form any complex. Clear? But if you treat with NaOH, like I said, gelatinous white precipitate, excess, if you react, it will become colorless solution. Ammonium sulfide, if you react, ammonium hydroxide, it forms, again, white color precipitate, H2S gas will come out. Acetate के साथ react करोगे तो AlO twice and acetate के साथ मिलके वो precipitate बनाएगा white precipitate. This is ACO-, okay? Yeah. माइनस नहीं है, मतलब ACO है, वो O भूल गया. नेक्स्ट, Al+3 with HPO4 2-, AlPO4, that is also white gelatinous precipitate. Na2CO3 will form white gelatinous precipitate. Na2CO3 excess will again become colorless. इसको बिल्कुल NaOH की तरह ही सोचना. Na2CO3 same as NaOH. And here ammonium chloride, you get white gelatinous precipitate with dilute HCl, it will become a colorless solution because it becomes AlCl3 now. AlCl3 बन जाएगा dilute solution, and that if you react with CH3CONH4, that is ammonium acetate, with ammonium on ammonium reagent, correct? So ammonium reagent is something which will give an ammonium hydroxide. So that will become something called red lake, which means a red color precipitate floating on the colorless solution of aluminum hydroxide. Okay, because it absorbs aluminum reagent that gives a red color. Correct. Basically, aluminum is a organic dye. Aluminum is an organic dye which is combination of aluminum. So वो reagent add करते हैं, so it would become a red color precipitate which is floating on the aluminum hydroxide. Correct. That's why it is called red lake. Aluminum hydroxide, if you react with dilute HCl, it's a colorless solution. अगर हमने blue litmus solution लिया है with ammonia been adding drop by drop from the side of the test tube, then you'll get blue lake, because this time it is a blue precipitate floating on aluminum hydroxide, absorbs blue litmus giving blue color. Okay. Again, these are all very shady reactions, not very familiar in JEE mains or advanced. Next. Same with if you use alizarin. Okay. So this was asked once in JEE mains. I don't know, despite being out of the syllabus. So which of the reagent is been added to make red lake from aluminum hydroxide? That was the question, and the options given, one of them was alizarin. So alizarin is one of the reagent used here. All right. Next, chromium. Chromium, if you see, on adding with ammonium hydroxide, right? First, it will give a gray-green solution or gray blue solution. एक्सेस अमोनिया में देखो डिसॉल्व हो गया, क्रोमियम अभी अमोनियम कॉम्प्लेक्स बना रहा है ना। अभी तक हम लोग को कितने मिले बेटा, फिर से मैं रिपीट करता हूं, लेड, देन वी गॉट बिस्मथ, देन वी गॉट आयरन, देन वी गॉट एल्यूमिनियम। ठीक है, अभी तक 4 याद करना है। ठीक है, बिकॉज दीज विल नेवर गिव यू अमोनियम कॉम्प्लेक्सेस ऑन एक्सेस ऑफ अमोनिया। Chromium with NaOH will give you CrOH thrice, excess will give you green color solution. S2 minus, again chromium hydroxide, H2S gas will come out. Acetate, no precipitate here. HPO4 2 minus, CrPO4 green precipitate. Na2CO3 again green precipitate. OH minus H2O, right? NaBO3, BrO3, ये सारे के सारे oxidizing, mild oxidizing agents. All of this will give us CrO4 2 minus. This is a main confirmatory test for chromate. So we take a mild oxidizing agent like bromine water or disulfates, peroxydisulfates, by which you will get an yellow color solution. And this solution treated with barium will become BaCrO4. Barium chromate is a yellow color precipitate. Is a yellow color PPT. ठीक है, दैट इज अ कंफर्मेशन। अच्छा, इसको अगर हमने H2O2 के साथ रिएक्ट किया इन द प्रेजेंस ऑफ डाइल्यूट H2SO4, इट विल बिकम अ CrO5 बटरफ्लाई स्ट्रक्चर व्हिच विल बी एन ऑर्गेनिक लेयर फॉर्म। ठीक है, इफ यू आस्क मी, द मेन कंफर्मेटरी इज ऑल अबाउट दिस, यहां से यहां तक। ठीक है, बेरियम क्रोमेट तक फॉर्मेशन। ठीक है बेटा, दिस इज द मेन कंफर्मेटरी फॉर क्रोमेट। Now coming to group 4, फिल्ट्रेट जो भी मिला हमको, सपोज हमने क्या रिएक्ट किया अभी तक, अमोनियम हाइड्रोक्साइड विथ अमोनियम क्लोराइड, राइट, एडेड विथ सम स्मॉल, सॉरी दैट्स इट, अमोनियम हाइड्रोक्साइड और अमोनियम क्लोराइड ऐड किया है। ठीक है, हाँ, एडेड विथ डाइल्यूट कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड HNO3 ऑफ 1 or 2 ड्रॉप्स, बराबर। 1 or 2 ड्रॉप किस लिए था एवरीबडी? इन केस इफ देयर इज Fe+2, उसको ऑक्सीडाइज करके Fe+3 में कन्वर्ट करने के लिए था। ठीक है, सो दैट इज नॉट गोइंग टू हार्म एनी ऑफ दीज आयंस, सो यू डोंट हैव टू वरी अबाउट दैट। बट ये फिल्ट्रेट निकाल के हम लोग क्या करेंगे, इसमें थोड़ा सा एक्सेस अमाउंट ऑफ NH4OH ऐड कर देंगे एंड देन पास सम H2S गैस। इससे क्या हो जाएगा, this H2S and NH4OH makes an acid base reaction, increases the concentration of H2 minus ions. तो यहां पर मैं लिख देता हूं, it increases concentration of H2 minus ions, right? That is the main agenda here. So we take this filter. In case if it becomes a precipitate in this solution, इसका मतलब डेफिनेटली कोई जिंक प्रेसिपिटेट, आई मीन कोई सल्फाइड प्रेसिपिटेट हुआ है. अगर जिंक हुआ है तो व्हाइट कलर आएगा, MnS तो लाइट पिंक कलर, निकल या कोबाल्ट होगा तो ब्लैक कलर. ओके, अगर वो कुछ भी नहीं हो रहा है तो विल मूव टू द फिफ्थ ग्रुप. Now in this precipitates we add dilute HCl and shake it and filter it once again. अगर वो डिसॉल्व हो जाता है तो इसका मतलब वो MnCl2 and ZnCl2 है. ओके, एनी ऑफ दिस टू. अगर वो डिसॉल्व नहीं होता है मतलब द ब्लैक प्रेसिपिटेट इज रिटेन्ड, इट कुड बी कोबाल्ट और निकल प्रेसिपिटेट. नाउ वी डिसॉल्व दैट इन एक्वा रिजिया एंड एवापोरेट टू ड्राइनेस. आफ्टर दैट ये सब कुछ डिसॉल्व हो जाएगा, एक्वा रिजिया में दोनों डिसॉल्व हो जाएंगे एंड देन वी ड्राई इट. ड्राई करने पर दोनों क्लोराइड्स मिलेंगे हमको. अगर निकल क्लोराइड है तो येलोइश रेसिड्यू मिलेगा, अगर कोबाल्ट क्लोराइड है तो ब्लूइश रेसिड्यू मिलेगा. सो दैट इज द वे वी डिफरेंशिएट निकल एंड कोबाल्ट. नाउ निकल व्हिच इज गेटिंग अ येलो रेसिड्यू, दैट विल टर्न ग्रीन इन वाटर बाय मेकिंग निकल हाइड्रोक्साइड. जैसे ही वाटर में ऐड करोगे NiOH ट्वाइस बन जाएगा, which is a green color solution. And that if you add it to DMG, okay, add some amount of ammonium hydroxide and DMG, so immediately it will become rosy red color. And you all aware of this, हमने complex में पढ़ लिया है, nickel DMG twice, correct? So this is what you will have, rosy red color precipitate is formed. So this is a sequence of nickel. While on the other hand, if you look at this blue residue, that will turn pink in water because it will become cobalt hydroxide, that is pink color. And that first part, if you react with ammonium hydroxide, acetic acid and KNO2, it will become a yellow color precipitate, correct? ये yellow color precipitate कुछ ऐसा होता है, मतलब chromate with NO2 here, correct, with OH, sorry, this is cobalt with OH 4 times 2 times, ये ऐसे, सॉरी एसिटेट भी होता है ये 1 and CH3 COO, and this way you will have K2 I guess, yeah, K2, yeah. इस तरह से आपको कुछ मिलेगा. This will be yellow color PPT. Not that we need to specifically know that, just need to know that इस तरह से कोई precipitate मिल जाए. Or if you take the second layer and react with ammonium, thiocyanide with amyl alcohol. Amyl means penta, okay? 5 carbons को amyl कहते हैं हम लोग. Okay? Amyl alcohol, then we'll get blue color in the alcohol layer, and that confirms the presence of cobalt. Got it? See, on the other hand, we got a filtrate here on HCl. HCl ऐड किया तो filtrate मिला हमको, मतलब वो dissolve हो गए. And then we boil to remove out H2S, क्योंकि थोड़ा बहुत H2S जो भी बचा है सॉल्यूशन में वो निकल जाएगा. And add Br2NaOH. तो ये क्या होगा? Br2NaOH is a mild oxidizing agent. So that if it is remaining as a filtrate, मतलब जिंक तो फर्दर ऑक्सीडाइज नहीं होने वाला है ना, जिंक इज ऑलरेडी एट +2. मैंगनीज which is at +2 can become +4 oxidation state. तो अगर वो ऑक्सीडाइज हो गया और वो ब्लैक प्रेसिपिटेट बना है, मतलब ये डेफिनेटली मैंगनीज वाला केस है. सो दैट विल बिकम MnO2 black, and that gets dissolved in dilute HNO3 and add PbO2 and heat it. So this will get a purple color solution, which is permanganic acid, HMnO4. So this confirms the presence of manganese. ठीक है. अच्छा, जिंक तो फिल्ट्रेट था, इसको फिर से 2 पार्ट्स में डिवाइड कर देंगे. इफ यू पास अगेन वाया H2S एंड यू आर गेटिंग व्हाइट प्रेसिपिटेट, मतलब ZnS फिर से मिल रहा है, मतलब वो डेफिनेटली जिंक होगा. और इफ यू टेक एसिटेट, राइट, acetic acid with K4FeCN6 and you are getting a white PPT, correct? That white PPT must be of ZnCN6 with Fe. Fe बाहर रहेगा, so that will be white PPT. And if you if you add excess amount of this, that PPT will become light blue color. ये थोड़ा सा कॉम्प्लेक्स फॉर्म में होता है ऐसे K4Fe2 426 326 सॉरी 326 कॉम्प्लेक्स है ये 32ZnCN6 326 इस तरह के कॉम्प्लेक्स बनते हैं, करेक्ट? Not that again you don't have to mug up any of this, you just need to know that this white precipitate on excess will turn it into light blue color. That's it. Okay, beta. Right, that is about group 4, how it operates. Now see nickel cases. Okay, by the way, nickel के cases JEE में नहीं है. I'll just brush it up, just the superficially थोड़ा brush up करता हूँ. Clearly advanced के अभी आपने देखा होगा तो last year भी it will be mentioned that only zinc and manganese are being used. See nickel. Nickel on reaction with NaOH will give green precipitate, excess no dissolution. अमोनिया देखो डी ब्लू कलर सॉल्यूशन, मतलब निकल कॉम्प्लेक्स फॉर्म करता है अमोनिया के साथ. ओके, विथ अमोनिया फर्स्ट द ग्रीन प्रेसिपिटेट, excess will get D blue. Ammonium sulfate, NiS will form, which is a black color precipitate, dissolves in aqua regia. KCN, with KCN it will become green precipitate. Excess KCN it will become yellow color solution. KNO2 no reaction. DMG, right, with DMG you can see that it will form rosy red color precipitate. Okay. Cobalt, NO3 minus or NaOH, first it will become blue color precipitate. Excess NaOH it will become pink color, and that pink color with ammonium will become cobalt plus 2 what do you say complex, which is yellowish brown color. ये भी ammonium complex बनाता है. Exposure to air, it will become, you know, it will oxidize to become CrOH thrice, which is brown black precipitate. This, if you expose it, then it will become brownish red solution. Okay. अगर सेम अमोनियम हाइड्रोक्साइड में रिएक्ट करोगे, अमोनियम नाइट्रेट में रिएक्ट करोगे, so first blue color, excess will give you yellowish brown color. Ammonium sulfide will get COS black, dissolves in aqua regia. KCN reddish brown, excess will get brown color solution. Long standing and boiling will get yellow color solution. KNO2, it will give a yellow color precipitate, which is K3CONO26. Okay, जो इससे पहले मैंने लिखा था. Ammonium cyanide, if you look at it, this will become cobalt SCN4 2 minus, that is blue color solution. Clear? Manganese. Okay, manganese थोड़ा important है हमारे लिए. So listen, if we treat with NaOH, it will become a white PPT first, MnOH twice, white PPT. Okay, well this can be also called white PPT भी कह सकते हो, या light pink. Light pink is also considered as the same PPT here. So MnOH twice, white PPT. That if you add with excess NaOH, no reaction. Exposure to air, it will get oxidized to become brown color PPT. अमोनिया के साथ पहले ये जो व्हाइट पीपीटी है वो देखो वैसा का वैसा ही रहता है इन द एक्सपोजर. क्या लर्निंग किया बेटा यहां से हमने, मैंने बताया था आपको क्या, मैंगनीज प्लस 2 डज नॉट फॉर्म कॉम्प्लेक्स विथ NH3 अमोनियम और NH4OH. क्लियर है? अभी फिर से रिपीट करो सब लोग, क्या क्या हमने लर्न किया जो अमोनिया के साथ कॉम्प्लेक्सेस फॉर्म नहीं करते. लेड, बिस्मथ, आयरन, एल्यूमिनियम एंड मैंगनीज. राइट, यही 5 मैंने बताए थे पहले. राइट, सो ये याद करना है. जितनी बार रिपीट करो उतना अच्छा है. दिस इज वन वेरी स्टैंडर्ड क्वेश्चन. आपको दिया जाएगा आउट ऑफ ऑल ऑफ दिस विच विल फॉर्म कॉम्प्लेक्सेस, विच वोंट फॉर्म कॉम्प्लेक्सेस. ओके, नेक्स्ट अमोनियम सल्फाइड के साथ MnS, which is buff color or pink color, that will readily dissolve in mineral acids like HCl. the PPT turns slowly brown color on oxidation to MnO2. Ammonium with sodium hydrogen phosphate, that will also become pink color. If ammonia or ammonium salts is present, then this will become Mn3PO4 twice. Acha, if it is not present, then it will become Mn3PO4 twice, which is pink color. PbO2 little concentrated HNO3 will become pink color solution, MnO4 minus का. S2O2 omanate, these are all oxidizing agents. ये सारे oxidizing agents, okay. And oxidizing agent will become MnO4 minus. This is also bismuth. NaBiO3 oxidizing agent, KiO4 oxidizing agent. All of them will convert into MnO4 minus. Okay. Zinc. Zinc, if we treat that with NaOH, it will become ZnOH twice, white PPT. Excess amount of NaOH में dissolve हो जाएगा, excess amount of ammonia में भी dissolve हो जाएगा ammonia. Okay. So with ammonia, same problem. Ammonium sulfate, ZnS, dirty white. With sodium biphosphate, you will get white PPT here. If ammonium is not present, this is still white PPT. K4FeCN6, little, if you take little excess here, that will become K2ZN3FeCN6. करेक्ट. अच्छा, मैंने उल्टा लिख दिया था, सॉरी. Zn बाहर था वो. Zn बाहर, Zn and Fe. Yeah. So it is written it here. एक बार चेक कर लेना. Yeah. Here. K2ZN3FeCN6 twice. So that is the white PPT which is formed. Okay. Now, if we treat with Cu2 plus HgCN2 minus, that then this will become ZnHgSCN4 plus CuHgSCN4, which is violet or blackish brown precipitate. कोबाल्ट HgCN4 के साथ रिएक्ट करोगे तो ये पूरा का पूरा ब्लू कलर बन जाएगा. K3COCN6 रिएक्ट करोगे तो KZnCOCN6 on ignition this will become Rinman's green. ये हमने ऑलरेडी ड्राई टेस्ट में पढ़ लिया है कि कोई भी जिंक कॉम्प्लेक्सेस होते हैं या सॉल्ट होते हैं, उसको कोबाल्ट के साथ मिक्स कर दो और हीट कर दो तो क्या होगा बेटा? कैविटी टेस्ट, इफ यू रिमेम्बर, चारकोल कैविटी टेस्ट की तरह कोबाल्ट नाइट्रेट टेस्ट किया था हमने. इन दैट this cobalt zincate, this is called cobalt zincate, will give a Rinman's green color. Okay, that is Rinman's green color. Rinman भी green मतलब बीटल, कोई बीटल कार सुना है आपने? ग्रीन बीटल कार आता था पहले, like this kind of color, green बीटल color. इसमें ये दोनों ही इंपॉर्टेंट है, दिस वन, दिस फॉर्मेशन एंड दिस वन. बस इस दोनों को आपको थोड़ा सा समझना पड़ेगा अच्छे से. नेक्स्ट, वॉट एवर फिल्ट्रेट वी गॉट, अभी क्या किया हमने? अमोनियम हाइड्रोक्साइड है, अमोनियम क्लोराइड है, H2S भी है इसमें, है ना, अभी तक सॉल्यूशन में. अगर उसको कंटिन्यू करेंगे, करेक्ट, थोड़ा सा एसिड डाल के उसको बॉईल ऑफ कर दो तो H2S पूरा बाहर आ जाएगा. ठीक है, H2S बाहर आ गया. सॉल्यूशन में अभी भी देखो अमोनियम क्लोराइड प्रेजेंट है, अमोनियम हाइड्रोक्साइड प्रेजेंट है, H2S बाहर आ चुका है ऑन बॉइलिंग. बट नाउ वी आर एडिंग अमोनियम कार्बोनेट टू द सॉल्यूशन. उसी सॉल्यूशन को अमोनियम कार्बोनेट ऐड करो. सो ऑन एडिंग अमोनियम कार्बोनेट, नाउ व्हाट वी विल गेट? इन केस इफ आई गेट अ व्हाइट कलर PPT, correct, it has to be either barium, strontium or calcium carbonate ka precipitates. No PPT, which means it's a filtrate, we'll go for the next group. Now we dissolve this in CH3COH and divide into 3 parts again for testing. First part, K2CrO4 के साथ react किया, it is coming yellow precipitate and dissolves in CH3COH. Okay, it is yellow precipitate and dissolves in CH3COOH. Second, सेकेंड पार्ट अमोनियम सल्फेट के साथ रिएक्ट किया, करेक्ट, सेकेंड पार्ट, एंड यू विल गेट अ व्हाइट पीपीटी, मतलब सल्फेट का कोई प्रेसिपिटेट बन रहा है. एंड थर्ड पार्ट इफ इट इज गेटिंग व्हाइट पीपीटी मतलब ऑक्सिलेट का पीपीटी बन रहा है, करेक्ट, क्लियर. So usually you will see that all of these will form precipitate with barium also, calcium also, and strontium also, correct. The sequence of formation you need to check out is barium, strontium, and calcium. ठीक है. What does this mean? देखो, if you look at the first thing, K2Cr O4 के साथ रिएक्ट किया हमने, okay. First we will check out क्रोमेट, बेरियम क्रोमेट चेक करेंगे. अगर बेरियम क्रोमेट, सॉरी, आई मीन ऑल थ्री ऑफ देम विल चेक. इफ इट इज बेरियम क्रोमेट, वो एसिटिक एसिड में डिसॉल्व नहीं होगा, तो हम लोग को मिला, अगर डिसॉल्व हो गया तो वो हो जाएगा स्ट्रॉन्शियम क्रोमेट या कैल्शियम क्रोमेट, करेक्ट. फिर हम लोग ऐड करेंगे, राइट, अमोनियम सल्फेट, अमोनियम सल्फेट ऐड करेंगे, करेक्ट, क्योंकि नाउ वी आर क्लियर कि या तो या तो वो स्ट्रॉन्शियम होगा या कैल्शियम होगा. सो वील ऐड दिस, ओके, वी विल गेट व्हाइट प्रेसिपिटेट. सो इट कुड बी बोथ स्ट्रॉन्शियम आल्सो एंड बेरियम, स्ट्रॉन्शियम आल्सो एंड कैल्शियम आल्सो, ओके. नेक्स्ट इफ यू ऐड सी, यू नो, C2O4 2 माइनस, अच्छा इसको मैंने लिखा नहीं पूरा बेटा, सॉरी, हियर if you add acetic acid ACOH, okay, if it get dissolved, it has to be strontium, correct. If this white PPT which is forming, if you add HCl and if it get dissolved, then it has to be calcium, correct. So we'll add this as calcium here, okay. आपको ये चीज याद रखना है, solubility of barium sulfate is less than strontium sulfate less than calcium sulfate. Same is the case with chromate, chromate less than strontium chromate less than calcium chromate. But if you see oxalate, Ba2 BaC2O4 is greater than CrC2O4 greater than CaC2O4. So oxalate is the only difference that creates to differentiate calcium. Okay, calcium oxalate किसी में dissolve नहीं होता है. Okay, clear on that? Right. Now see about the sixth group. अभी तक अमोनियम कार्बोनेट ऐड किया और फिर भी हम लोग को कोई प्रेसिपिटेट नहीं आ रहा है, then we enter into the sixth group. Now the sixth group is mostly about the magnesium part, clear, right? So if it is magnesium, how do we need to check it out? If it is magnesium, see, on treatment with NaOH, it should become magnesium hydroxide, and with ammonia, it should become magnesium hydroxide, gelatinous white precipitate, okay. And with ammonium carbonate, okay, वैसे magnesium वैसे भी complexes form नहीं करता है, so I'm not writing exclusively for ammonia, okay. Let me just put down here so that you will not get confused in case that also comes. Magnesium does not form complex with ammonia, okay. And if you take ammonium carbonate, it will become MgCO3 dot MgOH twice dot 5H2, which is white color PPT. Na2CO3, same thing, okay. NH4Cl ammonia and NaH2PO4, magnesium, ammonium phosphate, white color, and titan yellow color, and NaOH, that will give a red color PPT or coloration. Again, this is not important for us. Just look at this two. यहां पर आप किसी भी एक से रिएक्ट करोगे, Na2CO3, राइट, या अमोनियम कार्बोनेट, यू विल ऑलवेज गेट दिस प्रेसिपिटेट, 4 moles of MgCO3 dot MgOH twice and 5H2, okay. एंड फाइनली जीरो ग्रुप को हम लोग डायरेक्टली दूसरे टेस्ट ट्यूब में लेकर सॉल्यूशन को, अभी किसी इसमें कुछ भी ऐड नहीं किया हमने, ओके, इसमें कुछ भी ऐड किया नहीं किया है. आइदर यू कैन डू जीरो ग्रुप एट द एंड or you can do at the start. Usually you do it at the start. So if there is any ammonium salt, there is no metal, but there is an ammonium salt like ammonium chloride, ammonium acetate, ammonium bromate, ammonium sulfite, कुछ भी हो सकता है ऐसा वाला salt. So in case if there is ammonium present, then how do we confirm it? We treat ammonium with NaOH. If it releases ammonia gas, then we can confirm it. We treat with K2HgI4 and it will become HGO, HGO dot HgNH2I, which is a brown color precipitate, correct? So this reagent, correct, which we are using, it is called Nessler's reagent. So we use this Nessler's reagent for ammonium complexes, ammonium ions, and that on reaction with it will give a brown color precipitate of HGO dot HgNH2I. And this confirms the presence of ammonia. Okay. Now, usually this is the lab reaction we will be checking out for. और आपके NCERT lab manual में भी यही दिया गया है. Okay. NCERT lab manual has been given this. Other than this, what are the cases we can do is this Na3 cobalt NO26. So this will become ammonium cobalt NO26, which is yellow color. H2PT Cl6, this will become ammonium platinum chloride. But ये सब ना बाकी के साथ भी देते हैं रिएक्शन, लाइक पोटेशियम के साथ भी सिमिलर रिएक्शंस है, ये भी पोटेशियम के साथ भी सिमिलर प्रेसिपिटेट आता है. सो वी कांट रिलाई कंप्लीटली ऑन दैट. दैट्स व्हाई this is always taken as the main confirmatory test for ammonia. Okay, beta?
Yes.
Right. Now look at this. Test for potassium. Potassium salt will give yellow precipitate with sodium cobalt nitrate. So same thing I told you, like Na3 cobalt nitrate KCl react kiya to K3CO NO26, which is a yellow color precipitate. And potassium hydrogen, what do you say, antimonate will give you this sodium precipitate here. This is the test for sodium. अच्छा, बेरियम स्ट्रॉन्शियम मैंने इनमें लिख दिया गलती से, इसलिए मैं देख रहा था मैंने पूरा लिखा क्यों. ठीक, मैं एक बार चेक करता हूँ फिर से. हाँ, so potassium you can confirm with this simply, or you can use this also by the way. अगर पोटेशियम H2PtCl6 के साथ रिएक्ट किया, मैं वो भी लिख देता हूँ यहाँ पर. If you have any potassium salt like KCl and treat that with H2PtCl6, so this will become K2PtCl6. This is also yellow precipitate. Another confirmation for presence of potassium. Okay. अच्छा, बेरियम को देखो बेटा. Barium, if you react with ammonium carbonate, it will become white precipitate. It will get dissolved in ACOH, जो मैंने लिखा था ऊपर. So it's a confirmation कि यहाँ पर बेरियम है. अमोनियम के साथ no precipitate, no reaction in fact. अमोनियम ऑक्सलेट के साथ BaC2O4 white color. It is soluble in hot dilute acetic acid or dilute mineral acid. Chromate BaCrO4. H2SO4, BaSO4. BaSO4 is completely insoluble in mineral acids and ammonium sulfate, but soluble in boiling concentrated H2SO4. Next, saturated calcium or strontium phosphate will also give us barium sulfate as a final precipitate. If you react with concentrated Na2CO3 and boil it, we'll get NaCO3 as the final precipitate. Strontium. This will also give white precipitate. It will get dissolved in acetic acid. Ammonia, no reaction. Ammonium oxalate, white precipitate, soluble in mineral acids, but not in acetic acid. ACOH and Na2CrO4, no precipitate here, correct? And, sorry, ACOH with Na2CrO4. In the presence of acid, right? In the presence of acid, there is no precipitate of, strontium chromate. If you take with dilute H2SO4, SrSO4, white precipitate, that is insoluble in ammonium sulfate. But if you treat that with concentrated Na2CO3 and boil, you'll get strontium carbonate. calcium. If you see calcium here, with this CaCO3 form, सब कुछ मिक्स हो जाएगा अमोनिया के साथ, नो रिएक्शन. CaC2O4, right, soluble in mineral acids but not in acetic acid. Okay, and chromate के साथ no PPT. In the presence of acetic acid, no PPT. Okay, dilute H2SO4, ethanol, it will become calcium sulfate. Okay, and that if you treat that with concentrated Na2CO3, it will become CaCO3. If you treat that with K4FeCN6, calcium will replace it, gives it as a white color PPT. That is a confirmation for calcium. Okay. So if you observe last group 6, group 0, this is a reaction, and group 5, group 5, barium, strontium and calcium is the case which we need to take care of. Clear? So guys, mostly आपको यहाँ से फिर से एक बार देखो समराइज करने के लिए, that group 0 it is about ammonium, group 1 is about lead, mercury or silver, group 2 is about these ions, group 3 is about iron, aluminum, chromate, nickel, cobalt, manganese, zinc, these are the ones, and group 5 is this one, group 6 is this one. Okay, now when you fill the advanced form, you will get the syllabus every year, right? So at that time again, I would suggest you to check once again, because